Hi, Gwen. Sorry, how are you doing? Hi, Amy. Right before I started, my daylight lamp decided that it didn't want to work on the other side. I've got this one from the range, and I plugged it in, and it just keeps like flickering and flashing, and yeah, I unplugged it earlier to plug in my printer. I obviously didn't like the fact that I unplugged it to plug the printer in, so that's annoying. I was also looking at new daylight lamps today, and it knows. It knows. Hello. I am very good. How are you? So I've moved my daylight lamp so it's not like directly behind me, otherwise it would blind you guys. So it's to the side, so the shadow, because usually I've got lights from both sides, so there's no shadow, or barely any shadow. So hopefully this shouldn't give off too much shadow as I'm drawing this way across the image. So yeah, so it wouldn't be like in a lot of shadow. Which is just, I don't know why it stopped working. Probably because I was looking at other ones. That's always the way. It's like whenever you look at a new computer, then your computer breaks. It's like it just has that awareness that it's like, oh, I'm going to be replaced. I better start playing up, because that's the quickest way to get replaced. Hi, Georgina. It's not very techno because it's like a very low LED pulse, and then there's also this like little green light that flashes on the base of the lamp as well, and I'm like, why? What's going on? So I've unplugged it completely from like the back of the lamp. So hopefully I'm going to plug it back in and it will just decide miraculously to work. If not, then I'm definitely going to have to order a couple of new lamps. Hi! Your first time, welcome. I haven't been doing live streams that often, so welcome. Enjoy. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Oh, my cat is sitting right by the cat flap, and it's making it, because it's we've got a new cat flap for detecting the microchips, because we don't want Fuji to go outside because of his legs. And Suki's just sat over there in front of it, so it just keeps going. Da-dum, da-dum, da-dum. Go outside or move. If she doesn't move soon, I'm gonna have to go and like poke her out the way, because it's battery operated, and I don't want to have to like keep changing the batteries just because the cats just sit there. So I actually managed to get the other dog. Her name is Daisy. This one is Betsy. So I managed to get Daisy done. She's not showing very accurate colour because it's very... I've turned the setting up so that it's nice and light, so you can actually see, so it's not dark. But there's she. And then I've managed to get this done today, so we're kind of roughly in the same place as we was last time with Daisy, but this is Betsy. So we're just going to do the same thing and just kind of work on the same areas around the eyes. Oh, you're going outside, are you? Good. Currently sat outside on your own down a dark country lane. Oh. Only be 2 minutes, isn't that always the way? How long's he been? got a new phone today. Samsung S22 Plus. Ooh. Takes great photos. That's all you need. As long as it takes great photos. That's what I judge my phones on now. If it takes a great photo, fantastic. I don't really make calls or anything like that, so... As long as it can send a message and it can install the relevant apps and take a decent photo, that's all that matters nowadays. The cat begs to go out and you've got the door open, they just stare at. Yeah. Jaffa insists on being... If I'm sitting in here and he's outside, he insists on being let in through the door. Although since we've had cat litter boxes inside, he hasn't really gone outside. He's an indoor cat now. He's a cat of luxury. But if he is outside and I'm in here, he just sits at the door and meows. I'm like, there's a cat flap. Like, literally 20 centimetres away. I think Fuji wants to come in, apparently. Nearly 30. Escaped sex offender only. So that doesn't sound the safest, not gonna lie. Make sure you keep messaging, because if you stop messaging, I'm gonna get worried. I was really pleased with the... Come on. Fuji! 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 He'll come over when he's ready. I was really pleased with the feedback I got on the portrait of Daisy. Apparently I've captured the likeness correctly, which is all you can hope for. I don't think he wants to. Just turn it round this way. Oh, now Suki wants to be late. Go on. Go on. These cats. They are strange creatures. His ears were burning. That's better. Alright. He's at the door again. He's like, this door is never shut. Why is it shut? Last time it was shut, he peed on the sofa. So the sofa's wet, I know why. It's like, oh, The door was shut, so therefore I am peeing. That lighting's not so bad, is it? I will get to give this kind of in person. This is a Christmas present, and the person that's commissioned it actually lives local to me, so instead of posting it, because I don't trust the post with all these postal strikes, I'm going to deliver it, so I'll kind of get that like feedback. Let's turn that down just a little bit. Yeah, the strikes at the minute are insane. You're right. It's not fun. Oh my god, I messed up the whole pot. Right, I need that colour that had that last time. That was really nice. Is it this one? Oh, Mars Black is a good one though. Put some Mars Black in. I was getting really excited earlier because I've got some like really exciting ideas for different things in the new year, and I just want to get them started now, but I don't have like the space that I want or need in order to start prepping for the ideas that I want to do. So I was consulting with Simon earlier about potential studio changes, because as I've worked in this studio, I've realised that it's not necessarily optimal to how I need it or how I want it. So I am thinking of doing like a little bit of a jig around and yeah, I just really want to change some things around. I've noticed that a lot of the, because I've got, you can see the bookshelf in the background there, that's like my display cabinet. That's where I keep all my pencils. Hi Lisa! I keep all my pencils, and you can see I've got like soft toys and different art supplies and sketchbooks and all that over there, and it's like that's a little bit of my, this is a nice to look at space because it looks like really nice and arty and aesthetic. And the main majority of stuff that I actually use, I've got these pencil pots that I now keep on my desk. These ones I'm going to show you, my little, like these ones that I made with my Cricut and stuff. I keep them on my desk now, and everything else that I need is in the drawers that I use as the desk legs. So I've got a Kallax unit there, and I've got another one there which I keep packaging supplies and prints on. But this Kallax unit here, I've realised is a little bit obsolete, because it just houses a bunch of stuff that I don't really need. I've got my scanner there, and then I've just got like all of my art books which I don't really need out, and then I've got like a small pot of pens in one of the little cube units. I've got all my bookmarks and everything on there, but I'm realising that I could probably get away with like one of those wider sets of Alex drawers there and extend my desk space along, and then I can put my Cricut and everything over there and it be a bit more utilised. So I'm thinking I'm going to get another drawer unit and have less sort of on display and have a bit more of a minimalist look. And then you've just got like the main display cabinet of that one there. So I'm excited to get that going and doing all of that, but you know when you need to do other things as well, you're like, oh, I don't know what to do first, but I really want to do this, and if I do this it's gonna like really feed my soul, but at the same time I've got other stuff that has to take priority. Like the main things that have to take priority are these commissions. Then I'm free to do whatever I want, and I can play around with my office as much as I want to. But it's one of those things is that studio space is always like an evolving thing. I feel like you're always going to change around how you're working and what is best and optimal. I might change it around and realise that I really hate it. So what I'm going to do is work with it for a little while and keep hold of the Kallax unit that's there already, just in case I dislike it and I decide that I want it back how it was. I feel like if I've got more stuff that's like lower down, like a drawer unit, and that's hidden, it's going to make it feel a lot more open in here. And also then I'll have the rest of that wall to display some stuff. I've got lots of framed prints from different artists and things that I want to put up, and I can't put it up because I don't have very much more wall space. I've taken over the wall space, you can't see it at the moment, but the wall next to my what's that thing called? Bookshelf. The wall next to my bookshelf is full of art prints, so I can't put any more there, and I have no other wall space. And I feel like if I've got a chest of drawers that are wider than a small Kallax cube, I can actually store all of my flat packaging rather than it just being like, at the moment it's just tucked, well not even tucked, it's just standing over there. Some of your Etsy orders are coming with been over a week. Ugh. Yeah, that's not good. One of mine has kind of gone missing. I don't know whether it's actually like it's gone missing and it just hasn't made it, or whether it's just slow because of the strikes. But I'm resending. It is annoying, but can't really be helped. Sorry, I realised that you couldn't see that bit then. Anyway, we've decided that I'm not going to make any rash moves in terms of just ordering furniture. I'm going to wait a little while. And instead of ordering it from IKEA to be delivered, because the delivery cost is expensive, James has got a voucher for the Lego shop. So we thought we could go to Lakeside and then stop in IKEA. I don't know if there's a Lego shop at Lakeside, but if not, then we're going to stop at Blue Water and go to the Lego shop and kill two birds with one stone. Get my little drawers and also get James some Lego, because the vouchers he's had since his birthday, so it's been a while. And I don't like to just like take willy-nilly trips all the way to a large shopping centre. You're home, good. Oh, that was quick. You don't know how to store flat packaging boxes. Yeah, me neither. I've got some tucked down the side of my desk between my printer and my one set of drawers, and then the others I've kind of folded a few of them and put them in my Kallax unit there, and then I've just got the rest of them that are just like standing around doing nothing. So yeah, I feel like a chest of drawers. Also, if I get the drawers, then I can actually stand my Fabriano Imperial sheets in it, or I can at least cut them up just a little bit and put them in it so they're not in a box over there. So I've just been thinking about changing things up, and I'm really excited, and I'm excited to start doing some things that I said I wanted to do at the beginning of this year, but I haven't got around to doing because I've just like been in a whirlpool of misery. Not exactly misery, but inner turmoil. You're currently drawing a tiger for Christmas for your doctor because it's his favourite animal. That's really cute. Hello, I'm good, thank you very much. How are you? I'm sorry if the internet keeps, if the thingy keeps dropping. I don't know why it's dropping a lot. Let me just trying to stay warm and enjoy a cup of coffee. Yes, trying to stay warm, that's the one, isn't it? I'm gonna put some pink undertone in here. Oh man, my internet is like... That's stabilising a little bit now. I apologise if the frame rate drops out. I'm using some of this burnt sienna 10% from the luminance range. Just to add a little bit of a pinky undertone to this one. Hopefully you can see the little bit of a pink undertone coming out. Do I play video games? I do. I just got Pokemon, which I'm enjoying at the moment. It's different though. I'm a little bit mad at it because I really like the old games and how like really linear they were. I don't care so much for this, like you get to choose how you progress your story. I want to be told where I need to go and what I need to do. On the Switch, yes. I also like Animal Crossing. I really like the game City Skylines, if anybody has played that. I also play a lot of Assassin's Creed as well, because I like that. Oh, this light would be really good for shadow puppets. Can you see that shadow? Been thinking about getting a Switch for the exercise aspect. Oh my gosh, one of the things that we like doing is playing Just Dance. James loves it, I love it. It's such a good exercise. I always make sure that I put my watch on to calculate how many calories I burn, and it's quite a lot, like in the space of an hour. It's really fun as well. Speaking of exercise, I went to the gym today, and I was going expecting that it was going to be like leg day. No, it was arm day, and my friend was like, "Oh, I want to do some skipping." So I was like, okay, sure. So I've done skipping and arm day, and I'm starting to really feel it, like in, I say arm day, like back. And I suppose we did biceps and triceps too. I'm really just starting to feel it in my back. I tend to do this thing when I'm really concentrating when I'm drawing. I put a lot of tension through my shoulder, and where I'm tensing, I can feel it. It is aching. Let's try and just be a little bit more wrist action. We always wanted to play Assassin's Creed but never got the chance to. It's a good game. I enjoy them. I like the history element of it. I'm trying to make it sound like I play it for the history. But I do actually really like the history element, because there's elements of truth in the history of the games, which I really like. So it's kind of like you're playing but you're also learning at the same time, and that's the best kind. I got a Wii but the games are limited. Yeah. Hate the gym, so exercise at home is the only way for me. I used to think that I hated the gym. Now you can't get me out of it. What's my favourite animal? Oh, this is really difficult because I have several animals that I really, really love and enjoy. I love ducks, but I wouldn't say like they're my favourite winged creature. My favourite mammal would probably be... Oh, I really love otters. I love otters, bears. It's really difficult to pick just one. I love Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild so much. Oh yeah, I've got Witcher 3 as well, but I couldn't really get on with that. Sorry. You speak about games and I got an email from Ubisoft. You like games when games have a truthful history. Yeah. I really like ancient history. So like ancient Greece and like all of that. Rome, that kind of thing. I really love that particular type of history. I really wanted to do for A-level when I was doing my A-levels. I wanted to do classical civilizations because I was really into I like, one of my favourite things is like the Odyssey, Homer, all of those like old worldy books and stuff with all the Greek myths in. I'm not going to say their names because I butcher them, but the one that's spelled like A-E-S-O-P, Aesop or something, I don't know how to say it. But I really love like reading all of those. So I really wanted to do classical civilizations, but I didn't end up doing it because it clashed with art, and I had a choice between that and art. I was like, oh, obviously going to choose art. We're going to have to do this upside down, I think. Seated exercise class. Oh. Favourite is a medieval time. Oh yeah, that's good as well. Kings, queens, knights and castles. I really, enjoy specifically the Tudors. I really love that. That's always interested me. Oh, let's add some pink in there. Oh, a slightly darker bit here. Oh, you know when you can feel a sneeze, like it's right there. This needs to be slightly darker through the centre. I love horror movies. It's one of my favourite genres of movie. If I had to choose between like a rom-com or a horror movie, it would always be a horror movie. However, there's a clause to this statement. When I'm working, I can't watch anything that I would get too engrossed in, so I tend to put on stuff that I don't like. Or the stuff that I've seen before. So when I'm working, I tend to watch quite a lot of like comedies and things. But if I had the choice and I'm like sitting down to watch a movie, I would always pick a horror movie. Horror games, I've tried to play a few horror games, but they're not really... I would really love to be able to play them, but I get quite bored. For me, when I play games, I've realised it needs to be something like creative. So I like to play creative or like has a lot of a storyline. So like Assassin's Creed, it has a lot of a storyline, there's a lot of different things to do, but horror games for me don't tend to have that kind of immersive. I don't quite get as immersed when I'm playing horror games. So we're going to add in all of the brown on the face, then it's the ginger around the nose. Speeding through this one. So yesterday I managed to complete Daisy. And I got to around the same sort of level as what I am here. Maybe a little less, I can't remember now. So if I can get this in, and then some of the tan bits, that would be fantastic. Because then I'd be ahead of where I was when I finished the last stream. So I know that I'll be able to get this one done tomorrow. If that makes sense. It makes sense in my mind. I'm like, I need to get to a certain point where I know that I'm going to be able to finish this tomorrow. However, that being said, I am going to the gym tomorrow. Let's just at least make sure that we get this bit on the nose here done. So there's lots of pink undertones here as well, so I'm going to use some more of this here. If you love horror films but you have a habit of falling asleep halfway through. That's not very good. The Conjuring movies, yes, they're really good. Any other favourites? I quite like the Sinister ones. Oh, an Etsy notification. Should we see what it is? We have an order of a bookmark. Woohoo! Annabelle, yes, those are good as well. I need to find a better nougat pencil that isn't this short. Oh no! I can never get it out with this pencil extender because it comes apart here when I pull the pencil out. Ugh, come on, thank you. I need to give it a sharpen. You're so tiny. I've got like a big glob of dark here. For me, it's the classic sticks, it's the shine in the birds. They're not really scary though. That's the thing, is like they're good, but they're not like scary. Did anybody get their Spotify Wrapped yet? Do this side where it's slightly darker. You're on the top, 0.1% Leonard Cohen, listeners worldwide. Nice. I got mine. Mine is very K-pop orientated. I'm in the top. Oh, what was it? Top 0.5% of listeners for BTS. I'm quite proud of that. goals, I know. We're dedicated fans. That's what we are, Gwen. I still listen to a lot of like rock and like metal and things. I still like that music, but I have to be in a particular mood to listen to it, and a lot of it is very excuse me, sorry. A lot of that type of music is quite like depressive. And with how I've been feeling this year, I haven't really been wanting to listen to anything that's like too heavy. So I haven't listened to it as much this year. But you know when also you found like your true calling of music? I've found my music identity now, and it is K-pop. I've got an app on my phone called Dailyo, where I track like how I'm feeling and like things that I've done, so I can see if there's any trends in like moods and yeah, just if there's like any correlation between if you have a bad day, like what happened on that bad day. And generally on my good days, they're days when I have listened to K-pop or done something like that makes me incredibly happy. So My Dying Bride, I've not heard of those. Your top song was by Martin McCutcheon. Oh. Amie. That's hilarious. I love that. Love that. Kathleen, hi. How you doing? 19 genres. Soft rock has topped your charts the last 3 years. Yeah, last year mine was K-pop, metal, rock. This year it's just K-pop. Stray Kids, yes, I loved Stray Kids too. My nose is like started to run for some reason. Who was my example to draw realistic animals? I have always been interested in realism, mainly because that's the one thing that I can do. Whenever I used to draw something when I was younger, I always had to make it look like the thing. I got like a really, all of my school reports was like, Amie has such a vivid imagination. I've got a really good imagination and I can think of things, and sometimes I think of like really good illustration ideas, and then I go to put them on paper and I find it really hard to translate because I always just want to make stuff look really realistic. So that's always been like my preference, realism. But when I first started out, I followed Alan Willett. He was my main inspiration to use coloured pencils, actually. No, that's about it. Just something that I've always kind of done. I suppose because at school when we were learning art, we would always draw from life and do like fruit studies and like crush up a can and draw it, and you'd have to draw it realistically. So I think it's just been one of those things where, oh, okay, so in order to do art, we have to do it realistically. And then I've just clicked with it and then liked doing it like that. I really do struggle when it comes to illustrating. Like, I can think of some really fantastic ideas in my brain, and then it comes to the point where I'm like, okay, I really need to put this down on paper, and it just doesn't translate. There's a disconnect there. I suppose I just need to work on it and practice and find like my illustration style. The name of the app is Dailyo, so it's daily with an O on the end. I'll show you. So here's the little app icon. It's a little smiley face, and so it might be a little bit blurry, but you just like track what you've done. So I've customized a lot of mine, so I've got BTS, watching YouTube, playing with James, work stuff. Let me show you on here. So I've got like social interactions, and then all the different things that I do generally in a week socially. Oh, different activities that I tend to do, time in nature, just things that like, I put a lot of things here that make me happy. And then food, what type of exercise I've done, how I'm feeling, chores, then a section for work, the weather, because I found that sometimes the weather can really impact how I'm feeling, a section for plants and for health and stuff. It's really helpful, I really like it. It helps you to set really good habits as well. So one of the main habits that I've built by doing it is making sure that I read. And also at the moment I'm trying to build a habit of drinking enough water in a day. Little Mix Westlife, Delta Country, oh my gosh. Honeys, wow, that is, that's a... I have no words. Have you seen any of the artwork of John O'Dry? No, I haven't, but I will have to look him up. One of the artists that I studied when I was doing GCSE and A-level art was Frank Stella, if anybody's heard of him. He's one of the artists that kind of really made me want to do abstract work, and I did like a whole study and a piece that kind of, I don't know what you call it, but if anybody did art at school, or silence, you had to do like, you had a theme that you had to build an artwork around, and then you had to look for artists that you could fit into that theme, and then study some of them, and then incorporate some of the ideas and things that you've studied from them into your own work. And Frank Stella was one that I really researched, and I still love his work now. It's very different to realism. It's not realistic at all. But I really love like his use of colour, and I don't know, just something with that particular artwork, his artwork, just really made me go, oh, I want to do that. So I made a really good piece, and I got a really good mark for it. Strangers from Hell is also a dark and interesting K-drama. Ooh, okay, I'll have a look. I've watched quite a few K-dramas now. Some horror ones like Hellbound was quite good, that was nice. I would really like a second season of that, but I don't think they're going to do it. I've been watching. I watch a lot of K-dramas are like romance based, and I'm really enjoying them, like so much. I just am annoyed that I can't really watch them whilst I'm working, because obviously you have to read. I don't like the English dub. I have to watch the original. So it's annoying that I can't like watch them whilst I'm working. What's a K-drama? It's a Korean drama. So you get like drama programs here. It's just Korean drama. But they're generally a lot better than ones that we watch here in America, right? I think anyway. Oh, let's add the dark line around here. Thanks for stopping by. See you later. Watching from Japan. Hi, I want to go there. It's so expensive. What part of Japan are you from? Japan is the morning. Yeah, I was gonna say, is it quite early? I'm gonna add some blue. I always use my camera feed as like a way to take a step back from my drawing. It's really handy because you can get a different perspective on the drawing, because obviously that's looking down at the drawing, whereas I'm kind of looking at it at an angle, so I can make a few adjustments. That's why a young man who lives with very strange people. Ooh, have you watched Touch Your Heart? No, but I think that may be on my list. I'm not sure. I've got a lot on my list. You know when you go through Netflix, you're like, I'm going to add this to my list, I'm going to add this to my list. And there's just so much on my list now that I get like overwhelmed from looking at it. Like, there's too much, I can't decide, so I just watch nothing. Does anybody else do that in an evening? Like, you know you want to do something, and there's like maybe 4 things you want to do, and you just cannot decide on which thing you're going to do, So then you just sit there and you do nothing. Is that a thing that people do, or is that just me? Let's add a little bit of this orange in. So she's got like some muzzle section, kind of comes around there, and it comes up to the nose. Or maybe it's a little bit, maybe there. Okay, these whiskers on this side are black, so I'm going to add those in with a dark sepia towards the end. Come on, off you get, fluff, thank you. I'm also going to keep this graphite outline because I've got some dark edges into the ears to add in. Can't say that ever happens to you. You're lucky. Happens to me often. Simon's like, what should we watch on TV? I'm like, I don't know. What should we do? I don't know. I'm like, is there something wrong with me? Yes, there is something wrong with me, but we don't go there. I'm using an unnatural yellow for these orange parts. I found it works really well, so I'm just using like a really light layer. And then mainly going in with some terracotta. Let's bring this brown section in a little bit more. And then we can blend these brown bits down as well. It's so in depth. That's what I love. I love the customization is a little bit of a chore to set up if you want it customized. I suppose you don't necessarily have to have it customized, but I didn't at first, but then I found that I needed to add different things that I was doing throughout the day and things that I like to do. As well as things that I don't like to do, like chores. You can also use it as like a little journal, because you can write in notes and entries and use photos for memories and things. So something that I've started doing is you can use it to practice gratitude, and there's like, I never know what to write, I'm like, oh, I really want to do this, but I never know what to write. So there's like templates and stuff that you can use for doing that kind of thing, if that's what you're into. I thought I'd try it because there's no harm in trying different things. Just the setup, yeah. Once you've got the setup, and then you're like adding in the one thing that I found when I first started using it is that I was annoyed that I couldn't, like, you can enter stuff into it like more than once daily, but I'm like, I want to see my progress, I want to see how I'm doing, I want to see the correlation of my days. It's starting CBT soon, so it'll be useful. Oh, that'd be good. Good to keep a track when you're starting something new like that. My dudes, I am sad to say it, but I am almost done for this evening because this is as far as I want to go. This is about a third of the way done. I don't have very many challenging tasks with this one, so tomorrow is just going to be a literal breeze. So that's exciting. I need to just work on this tomorrow and everything will be fine. Then we just got one more commission to go before Christmas. I really love commissions, but I don't like the pressure of having commissions before Christmas. Like, when people are like, oh, is this okay that I can have it in time for Christmas? Realistically, what I should say is no. Because then, if it is there in time for Christmas, it's a bonus, and then I don't have that pressure. Me being me, as I've learnt through therapy, I have an inability to say no, and I am an extreme people pleaser. I'm happy with how that's going. We're getting some jaw structure. You can see through the different shadowing on the jaw. I need to add in the nose and these lighter parts on the edges of the cheeks because they're more kind of like apricot toned on the cheeks, little powder puffs there. So I might just add in that little bit there so I can get at least that in, and then I've just got this half of this muzzle to do tomorrow morning, and then I can focus on the ears. These ears aren't as bad as these ears. These ears, whew. Once I got started it was fine, but like initially going I was like, whew, do I want to do it? Not really, I'm gonna have to. So in this bit here I'm going to put the ivory, and then I'm going to put some light flesh, if I can find it. Cinnamon. Yes, progress has been made at least. Had CBT mostly recently on the NHS. Yes, I wish you luck. I've been using a journal, but this will be much easier to see. I like a journal because I like to physically write things as well, but I find that I can't keep up with it, whereas this I've managed to do more than a year now. It tells me somewhere. 438 days consecutively that I've logged into here. And it also shows, you can view it as a calendar and you can view how your days are. So I've had 2 bad days in November and a few meh days. And then I had a couple of rad days, so October was pretty good. Some more rad days in September. So November's not looking too good in terms of other months. But if we go back through the year, I kind of get more orangey, like in my peak anxiety times. Like February was terrible. January wasn't so bad, but then if you go, yeah, there's some like really really green moments. So February was not great, but I've got better as the year has gone on, apart from this month, but I've only had bad days because I've been sick. Get so affected by other people. Yes, I'm the same. If someone says anything like remotely bad, or not necessarily, they might not consider it bad, but sometimes in my mind I'm like, oh, that was bad. And then I dwell on it, and then it makes me feel terrible. And then I find that I'm trying to do a lot of stuff to try and combat that bad feeling or whatever that person has said to that person or whatever it may be. Sometimes someone can like to make a very passing comment about something and I take it very, very seriously because I feel like I've failed and I've upset them and then it's my fault. Yeah, then the overthinking begins. My brain has been thriving on, I don't know what the terms of the different hormones are, but the fight or flight hormone, the one when you get anxious, that feeling, my brain has been thriving on it, and tiny little things have just set it off, and it's been like where's an example? Okay, so I've got this fear at the moment whenever I'm driving that like something terrible is going to happen, or like someone crossed the road and I'm like, I was nowhere near them, but I was like, oh, what if my car suddenly hit them? And then I'll like start thinking these ridiculous thoughts, and then I get that release of that hormone, I suppose, and then my body's like, yes, this is what we need. We need you to be anxious. We need this thinking. That's part of the reason why I went to, oh my god, I've done this wrong. Where is that bit? What is that bit? No, it's fine. It's fine. I need to go around that bit a little bit. Like that. It's okay. Oh, we almost made a mistake. Yeah, one of the reasons I went to therapy at the beginning of the year was because I was just... Therapy's made me a little bit worse in terms of the anxious thoughts, but at the beginning of the year I was just like, right, I can't keep doing this people pleasing because it's making me feel terrible. And then it's just kind of snowballed a little bit into other anxious thoughts and feelings, which hasn't been fun. But yes, yours manifests itself as health anxiety. That must be like, oh, I'd hate that. Like, you're just convinced that there's something terribly wrong, when I suppose like your rational brain is like, no, we're fine. But you're like, but what if? That's what my mind does. It's like, what if though? Yes, what it unpacks. It's been really interesting, like, learning why that happens and why I'm have this need to people please. It's been really like eye-opening, but also it has kind of opened up a door into other things, which I'm learning to deal with. I'm not in therapy anymore. I'm learning to just process it and accept it and work through it. Oh, Ben, thanks! How are you doing? Don't catch my... It's fine, it's fine. I'm going to do a couple more live streams. I do have a couple of pieces that I want to work on, like wildlife pieces, over the Christmas period. And I wanted to do some... some like vlogmas type videos. Sorry, it took me forever then to realise what I was saying. Yeah, I want to do like some live streams in the run up to Christmas and then over the Christmas period, so I can work on some stuff and we can do some stuff together. So there'll be more opportunities to catch some lives. Yeah, that makes sense, Amy. You got an anxiety box full of things making you... Oh, that's a really good idea. I remember you telling me about that, actually. Have a play with fidget toys, look at photos. Puzzles! Puzzles is a really good one. Do I have a puzzle? I could send you... Well, I've got a really good puzzle and I don't know whether I've still got it. Oh, I think I do. I'll try and fish it out and I'll send you a picture of it, and if you want it, you can have it, because I'm done with it. Hi! The swan. That's one of the ones that needs finishing. It's been an ongoing project for a while. Not sure that will get finished, to be honest. Now, I've started at the beginning of the year a mouse on some blackberries, and I have never finished it, so I would really like to get that done, that finished. Who's excited to open that advent calendar tomorrow? I should also ask, who has an advent calendar? And what type do you have? I forgot to get one. Oh, that's sad. Oh, you can still get one. They have loads in the shop still. Go and get one. Got a Haribo calendar, yeah. Gwen, what are you doing? Also, Gwen, you'll be happy about this. I am potentially opening up EU orders on Etsy and stuff soon. The reason I closed it is because there was a bunch of information about the whole Germany packaging thing, and it just made my anxieties over business and everything really bad. But now I'm feeling a lot better and I'm getting like control of everything again. I am willing to open up a tab in my computer and look into what I need to do and do it. And so I'll be opening up EU orders in the new year. I'm not sure when, because I'm not sure when my mind will allow me to open up that tab and do a little bit of research. I'm pretty sure that I don't need to do very much, but it's just, I was just panicked. I was like, nope, I'm not doing it. I refuse. So, I mean, I'm guessing you may be excited about that. If you got two and all the good ones are gone. Oh, what type did you want? Oh, your mum got it for you, nice. You came to the realisation earlier this year that there is something in Haribo you're allergic to. Oh man, that's not good. Especially if you really enjoyed it as well. Did they change the ingredients maybe? Is it a new thing? And yes, chocolate liqueur. Chocolate liqueurs. Where Simon's working, he's got their like office manager person, woman, I don't know, account manager, I don't know what they call it. She got them all an advent calendar for the office, so he's got one when he gets to work as well as one here. James only has one, and he's 5. You did want a calendar. Yeah, the EU thing was like, at the time, with just everything that was going on as well, I was just like, I didn't have the capacity to research and do it, so I just thought the best thing to do was just not ship to EU at all. Which for the most part has worked out okay, because I didn't really have too many orders to the EU anyway. But yeah, I will be opening them back up now that I am ready to have a look into that. I'm so excited to get this done. we try and cultivate a nice community here. Amie also does a really good job at removing any comments that are potentially bad or anything like that. And make you feel really ill. That's not good. That's not good at all. But you need an advent calendar. If you haven't got one, go and get one. He bought some Haribo to put in orders, opened it to see it's just one big bag. Yeah, that one's for you. I used to put love hearts in orders, but I just found that I was just ate them all. They were like in the little tiny packets of love hearts, but yeah, I ended up just eating them because they were just in the drawer, and then I was like, oh, you know what, I'm feeling snacky. I could do with a snack. I don't want to go outside to the kitchen to get a snack, so I've got these in the drawer, so I'm just going to eat them. Go on for the kiddo. Yes, that would be a disaster. There's a lint shop near me. We'll check it out tomorrow. Yeah, lint. I think we've got a lint shop near us as well. We're not in our town, but it's in the next town over. On 2 trips to Scotland this year, you brought home a full suitcase of stuff we know. Aww. Well, at least you managed to bring it back in like 2 suitcases. Oh, 2 trips to Scotland. Full suitcase. Sorry, I'm reading that wrong. Yeah, it's good that you managed to get it and bring it back. But it's annoying that you can't then get things that you want that you were previously able to get. That's really annoying. Do you remember back in the day when they had foil that you had to break? Yes, I love the foils you had to break to get it. It is a dangerous perk having to order sweets. You've got a bag of Haribo to get through now. At least that'll make the working day like quite nice. Break it up with some Haribo, do some good work, reward yourself with a Haribo. My lips are really dry. Hi, welcome. I hope you enjoy your stay here. The chocolate was vile. Oh, I don't remember it being vile. I've got a Candy Kitten advent calendar this year. It's a pop-out tree one. It's like really gimmicky. But I'm really excited. I love Candy Kittens. Last year we got a vegan chocolate one, and vegan chocolate isn't great. So I didn't want to get a vegan chocolate one this year. So I got a Candy Kitten one. Get those little schnozzle shapes in. Demolished a third of our first day. You looked at the calories, now you're dieting. Yes. That's the thing. It's like, oh yeah, this is so nice, this is so good. And then you realise, you step on the scales and you're like, oh, why have I put on weight? Oh yeah, maybe it's all of those sweets I ate. I'm gonna leave it there because that's a good place for me to come back to tomorrow morning. I need to tidy up all of this area. I've just kind of marked in where all of these little whisker things are going, and it needs to be a lot darker as well. But I'm going to get the nose in. The nose is a really nice pink tone. It's got pink down the middle. It's a lot darker on the bottom bit here. And then on the sides it's slightly brown. Sorry. So once I've got the nose in, then I'll also add this other side around the muzzle as well. Once the nose is in, then I can darken up around the nose and all of that fur. I've got a little bit of the lower jaw to add on this one because it's at a slightly different angle to this girl over here. So there's a little bit more of this lower jaw that you can see. Yeah. We're at a really good point to continue tomorrow, which I'm really pleased about. I actually never knew he was a fiend for Haribo. Just put some of these bits away. Oh my god, I can really feel my arms now. Lifting a pencil. Oh, taking my jumper off later is going to be interesting. I might just have to sleep like this. Just like... no duvet. I'll just sleep with this jumper. It'll be fine. At least then I won't have to lift my arms. I'm just going to leave these out because I'm going to be coming in here early tomorrow morning anyway, so... let me zoom. Oh, the pain. The pain. Oh, I forgot to do the... Oh. Ow. So painful. Registered your body with the postcode lottery. Oh, Amie. Don't self-deprecate. The paper size is 10 by 12. I can't zoom out much further because I've got my super duper lens for a change. But there you can see they don't like fill the whole paper. There's like a lot of paper white at the top to try and fit them both on. But they're 10 by 8. No, 10 by 12, sorry. 10 by 12 is the paper size. So yeah. This muzzle here doesn't look as white as what it's showing on the camera. I'm gonna have to reach up again to try and twiddle these things. We're like, support, push, that doesn't help. Okay, this is a little darker. I maybe turned it one too many notches, but it's more accurate to the colours. Kind of. It's in a little bit of shadow, but there, maybe that's the kind of, you can see the colours a little bit better if I tilt it like that. Hi Helen, thank you. I hope you enjoy your stay. Hit subscribe. I have made lots of progress today, I'm really pleased. So I managed to get all of this done today. Since about 11 o'clock actually. So I worked from 11 until 12:30 and then this evening as well. So this one's going a lot quicker, and that's because the colours, there's not so much brown. This tan colour's really easy to add in. Damn those ears, I know. I'm not really looking forward to doing them on this one, but they are a lot easier than this side, so they'll be better. Yeah, they are smaller. It does make it a lot more challenging. So like the little eye features are only like smaller than my fingertip. Be watching more for sure. Thank you. So Friday I'm thinking of live streaming again. It will be the same time at 8 PM because it works really nicely for me. Oh, thank you very much. We've got lots of other artists in the chat as well, so I don't know if anybody has, if you like click your name and you've got like a little channel set up with your socials or anything. But if you guys ever want to like swap your socials or add your Instagram handles or anything, do it now quickly. And then you can follow some people. We can create a nice little community. Friday. Yeah, I'm thinking of live streaming Friday, but it won't be these guys because I'm hoping to get this done tomorrow. I do have another commission to work on, and I'm hoping that I can share it. I'm not sure yet though, so we'll either be working on another commission, which is 2 Cairn Terriers, or I'll work on maybe my mouse piece. Ooh. Yeah, so I don't know, I'll have to keep you updated. If you follow me on Instagram, I'll update on a story. Let me just... So, if you follow me on Instagram, it's at... If you don't follow me, that is. It's at Amie Howard Art. If you don't follow me on Instagram, if you want to be kept up to date, I usually post in my stories about any potential live streams. I didn't today because I put a post up today. But usually I post in the stories, or if you subscribe to the channel and I schedule a live, hopefully it should notify you. But potentially check back Friday to see if there is a live stream scheduled. How long have I been a professional artist? Professionally, I would probably say 8 years. I've been like drawing for people, but altogether drawing with coloured pencils 10 years. Can't see anything on iPad, it's so restricted. Oh, well, if you have an Instagram handle, add it. Add what it is if you want to. Yeah, so depending on, I don't want to live stream if I'm not doing the commission, because I feel like it would be, I really need to get that commission done so I could just work on it in the evening. If I'm not allowed to live stream it, we'll see. Yeah, check back Friday to see if there is a live stream scheduled. I'm hoping that there will be. Yeah, otherwise if I can't work on the commission, then I probably won't be live Friday, and then it'll be next week probably, so we can get some extra content and some videos out for the run up to Christmas, so people have some things to watch and we can chill out together. But yeah, that's where I've got to today. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been really, really fun, nice and chill. I have missed live streaming. You know when you kind of don't do something for a long time and then you kind of get the fear of doing it again? I did get a little bit of that. Thanks, Alan. Slowly getting more confident with coloured pencils using Faber-Castell. They are the best. Also, if they're in your budget, check out the Derwent Lightfast as well. Or the Derwent Chroma Flow pencils. They're also good. I'm not sponsored by anybody of those, but they're just some of my favourite pencils. Yeah, if anybody has any socials that they want people to follow them on, add them. Alessia's added. Hers? I don't want to just assume. Yes, feeling a little bit rusty. Obviously I've been doing live streams with my patrons and stuff, so it's not like too rusty, but I just got the fear of the general public. And also I used to think that I had to like make myself really presentable, and I would hate sitting here like with contact lenses in, because I can't really draw with contact lenses in because I can't see. Yeah, and I just felt like I needed to be like really presentable. And I've just said to myself, like, don't be ridiculous. It doesn't matter. So I'm just sat here, like, in my cool hoodie, with my glasses on for a change. Not got any fancy hair or anything, just easy, scoop it back for drawing so it doesn't like hang all over the drawing as well. So just gonna wait in case anybody wants to add their socials. I don't want to deprive anybody of a sneaky follow. Got to mind the eyes, I know. I went to the opticians in September. It got slightly worse, which wasn't great. I don't have the best eyesight to begin with, so I don't want it to go downhill anymore. So I will no longer be streaming or drawing with contact lenses. If you see me drawing with contact lenses off, you need to tell me off, because I shouldn't be. It needs to be glasses because they are the proper prescription. Got your eye test in December, dreading it. Been for 4 years. You need comfort when drawing, yes. I need more. I've added some to my Christmas list actually, but I need some more like nice big comfy hoodies. I've got this one and another one, a black one that I like to wear, but I like to wear the black one to the gym. And I do have some others, but they're not as comfortable, they're not as like lived in. I need to spend some more time living in them. But anyway, I am going to call it a day. Thank you for joining me today. Hopefully I'll see you guys Friday. If not, it will be some point next week. It'll probably be next Wednesday if it's not Friday, because then that will give me enough time to work on the commission, then we can do some other things. Yeah, otherwise I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to go and, you know, I might have a nice glass of chocolate milk. Might even warm it up for a little bit of a hot chocolate. Tasty, tasty. Yeah, anyway, thanks for stopping by and I'll catch you soon.